Yeah, just less than 5 minutes now. Yeah. And as you can see, our wee start line's over there. So yeah, that's where we're going to start. And all you really need to know is to
Yous are smiling now. Go on, go on, go on. Well done. Keep it going. Nearly there. Just round the next bend. Good morning. We're in the Findhorn hinterland, just to the north of the Findhorn Foundation, where this year's Moray Coastal Ultra Marathon started at the Universal Hall. What a fabulous facility that is. The runners have just left us. They're on their way to Rose Isle and then Burghead. That's where the first checkpoint is now. We've got a new start point. The Spey Viaduct has collapsed, so now we have to go via Mistodlock, which adds 10k on, so they've made the start point 10k further down, which is at Findhorn, which kind of suits me, not gonna lie. I prefer it. So we stayed last night in the Findhorn Holiday Park at the Findhorn Foundation. And we're just going to go back there now, and I'm going to have some porridge and coffee and stuff. And Roberta's probably going to head off and start chasing the runners. But it's going to be a long, long day, and I'm in no rush to catch them. How are we doing, Rob?
Oh, I'm doing fine. Early days yet. What time have we got? Oh, 7:30. Oh, 11 o'clock. Cut-off time tonight. It'll be a long one.
If you've ever watched one of these ultramarathon sweep Vidos before, you'll know that Kyle, who runs the races, is in league with the devil and always gets good weather. And today is no exception. Lovely sunny spells. They're going to have a tailwind for a lot of it, although there is going to be a cold north wind for some of it. At the moment it's cold, about, I don't know, 5-6 degrees at the moment. Heating up rapidly though, to a maximum of about 12 today. But where that sun gets you, it's going to be burny. So it's pretty much perfect running conditions for them. Okay, so Rob is sweeping on her trusty Surly Karate Monkey in a single speed configuration. She's got her jet boil in the front there.
Yes, you do. I might want to stop for a brew somewhere.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Have yourself a nice day. Yeah. Stay safe.
I shall, and you do too. See you in a wee bitty.
Yeah. Now I'm doing something potentially very foolish. This is going to be my first real ride on this e-bike. It's a fat bike, which is good for the beach parts and the rocky parts. It has an 87 kilometre range according to the eco sitting on the dash. You know, this race is 80 kilometres, so that's not much of a buffer, and it's not taking into account that I'm an 18.5 stone lump. So we'll see how we get on. I might end up going acoustic for quite a bit of it. And yeah, my arse isn't used to this saddle, and my hands aren't used to the cockpit, so I could be in pain. But yeah, I bought it for this. Well, not for this, but for things like this. So put a rack on the back for the signs, so hopefully it'll be less faff than the Aero Spider that I have on the other bike. It's a ultra marathon today.
Alright.
They're racing from here all the way to Cullen, 50 miles.
Wow.
Yeah, crazy guys. Yeah, yeah. If you wanted to see them, your next best bet would be Lossiemouth. They're going to go into the beach there and run along the beach. So.
Oh, nice. Well, I'll be in bed when we land past.
Some things will never change. Okay, so this bit of land here between Findhorn and Burghead is the Findhorn hinterland and then Rose Isle Forest. Now, Rose Isle Forest was planted for the same reason as Cullen Forest was, to stop the sand dunes moving and blocking up rivers and engulfing villages, which has happened quite a lot in history. This is quite a remarkable place. It's just made of crushed seashells and pebbles. Completely beautiful place. So this is the right bike for it. Riding over this sand is dead easy on this. We're on the Osmo Action 6 camera today, which is not new to me, but new to actually using it on a bike. I've had it a few months and I'll do things like star lapses and stuff like that over the winter. I haven't been out on my bike much at all. Anyway, enough about me. Today's about the runners and the scenery, which is beautiful. One of my favourite bits, this. Loved it over the years. There's a first glimpse of the sea, proper. We're behind what used to be RAF Kinloss, it's a Remy barracks now. You've got the old World War II sea defences, which characterise this ride for pretty much most of its way. For anyone that's not here for the run-in and is here because of the bike, this is a Silverback S-Electro Diamond Explorer. There's an uprated version that has suspension forks on it and a better drivetrain, but this is plenty good enough for me. And the forks, carbon forks on it, have got mounts for anything cages, and the back of the bike's got the proper rack mounts, so I've got a nice rack on it now. Now, you can't buy an e-fatbike in the UK of any decent quality at all. I had to get this from Germany, and it's a right pain, an absolute pain in the arse. I'm officially like a bike importer now. I had to fill in all these registrations and everything else like that. So yeah, it's a pain in the butt if you want one, and I'm not sure it's even worth it. The fat bikes you can get in the UK are these Chinese things that all the Deliveroo and Uber Eats guys all ride on, and they weigh about 45 kilograms and don't have the range, and most of them are illegal anyway. But this one is fine. It's a proper bike, pedal assist, 25 kilometres an hour limit on it, and hopefully it will get us all the way there. Hopefully. I'll tell you my thoughts about it at the end. Well, maybe after a few rides anyway, because at the end I'll just have a sore arse and I'll probably be grumpy and miserable. And that's not the bike's fault, that's mine. We seem to have come a different way through Rose Isle this time. A don't know if that's because we don't have a checkpoint in the forest anymore, or it's just making up miles because of the start at Findhorn rather than at Forest. Oh, did you get that? I hope you saw that. Beauty. Back in the day, Pulp came and played in this forest here. We were doing a forest tour and they put a wee concert in here. That was great. Okay, I found something I really don't like about this bike. It's the tyres, V bulldozers. They're heavy and also they self-steer and fight you when you're steering. Right, which way are we going now? I see no orange flags. I presume I'll just go into the forest here then. Don't know, check my tracker. It would have kind and helpful soul moved the flags. Should have known better. And there you go, we're back to a sign on the normal route. I hope I catch the ball bag that changed that sign. We can have a nice wee chat. Burghead is stunning today. Really beautiful. Water looks really clear. I don't know if I've mentioned them yet, but we have a chance of seeing a walrus called Magnus who's been visiting us, and apparently he was in Hopeman yesterday, so we might see him shortly, hopefully, fingers crossed. Right over there you got the windmills behind the Kinloss base, and we started off just beyond them at the Universal Hall and came along all that promontory all the way around here so far. I've had a wee shock. I went and checked my range on my bike and it said I had 58k left, and that was after only doing 12k. So I'm managing the battery already. But I just checked it again and it said 71k, so maybe it'll be okay. But I'm not trusting the battery, so I'll be going acoustic on all the flat bits. So this is the bit for your entertainment and delectation. You get to watch an old man carry a very heavy bike, very heavy e-bike, up these really steep steps that aren't wide enough for it really. And I've got dodgy knees, and I shouldn't really be doing it. Don't know if I can even get hold of this. Got it right, okay. Here we go. Hoocha, 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 hoocha. Worth it for the view, folks, eh? Worth it for the view. I've said it many times, and I'll try and say it again, but I'm out of breath, blowing at my arse. Look at these flowers and stuff. There is nowhere like Scotland in May. It's just beautiful, man. Got the old Pictish Fort museum thing there, and they go down there. But I'm not hiking the bike up here to go down there. No way, Jose. So this section between Burghead and Hopeman is the old railway line. It's partially paved over. Some of it's gravel, but it's a nice ride. It goes down the cliffs and stuff, especially on a day like this. You hear those tyres self-steering there. Well, Magnus the walrus was over there yesterday. There's no crowd, so I'm guessing he's not here today. He does draw a big crowd. Now for my favourite part of the day. Second breakfast. This climb out of Spey Bay never gets any easier. I just found a unsympathetic course marking in the middle of the course where there's no options. Maybe I'll forgive them, there is kind of an option there. Only a numpty would take it. But, aye. So overgrown here now. Not much fun getting a big fat bike through. Well, that's me just being a good Samaritan. Done my good deed for the day. Saved some German tourists from killing themselves trying to get to Sculptor's Cave. Basically, even walking along the beach at low tide, they wouldn't have been able to make that, and the tide's too high now anyway. So they've got to leave a couple of hours before low tide and time it right, so but they weren't capable of even scrambling down that low tide, I don't think. Which is a shame for them, but it's a truly wild place, and long may it remain so. Oh, bollocks. Lossie West Beach then. Let the fun begin. Got a few miles of beach now, which this bike loves. And the best thing of it, there's no flags on the beach, no signs on the beach, so I don't have to stop. I've got a heap of signs and flags, so the people at Lossie checkpoint are waiting for me because all the runners will have gone through, which is really kind of them. Look how beautiful this is, eh? Ordinarily I'd go the other side of the stones before now, but as my last runner is almost at the end of this section, on the 3 miles of death, I shall stay on this side for as long as I can, just because it's more pleasant. If the tide comes in a little bit, you can't use this little sandy section, and look, it's coming in now. I'm seeing tracks, I think that's Roberta. Roberta got along this bit as well. Good for her. My battery is concerning me really badly. I'm having to ride half acoustically to try and preserve it, because it tells porcupines and then it goes down. Don't trust the value it's given me at all. So it'll be touch and go whether I've got enough battery to make it all the way. But I'm hoping my body battery's enough to get me there if the battery runs out. Could be. We can use it as a Top Gear style challenge, eh? Will he make it before the battery runs out? And on that bombshell, I'll bring you back later. Just get over the single bank, he says. Yeah, that'll be dead easy, he says. Holy shit. You should see your face. Oh, bad enough trying to get a human. Never mind. 28 kgs of mountain bike. Phew. That was easy. And here we have it, ladies and gentlemen. The 3 miles of death. Horrible underfoot, horrible under tyre. It is, as it always is when this race is on, baking hot in the sun. It's like a desert, this bit. Top tip from the most amateur of amateurs: if you're going to take your drone and try and do any kind of active track where it follows you while you're riding along, take your bloody lanyard with you so you can hang it round your neck. It's really difficult to ride one-handed holding a drone controller and not pressing buttons while you're getting jiggled around. Nearly crashed my drone there. Alrighty, I've just checked my track up and my last person is already at Kingston, which means I don't need to carry on with that miles of death. I shall take the further inland track. Well, this looks all chewed up by motorbikes. Some of you all know this from other Vidos. I'm going to go inland along a fire road, which is a lot smoother, easier on the body and the batteries. I think this is known as the Star Wars Trail on Strava. It's a little link off the beach to Kingston. Love this wee stream. I think it's called the Lane Burn. It's basically part of the Spey Delta. Drains this bit, and if it wasn't draining this bit then Kingston would flood, which it does quite often when Spey gets angry anyway. Right, here we go. We're going up the School Brae. I don't know if any of you runner types that are super fit ultra ones have done couch to 5k or anything like that, but where they make you go walk a lamppost, run a lamppost, walk a lamppost, run a lamppost. That's what I'm doing with my battery at the minute. Don't know if you can see that. Minimum focus distance and all that, but I'm 62, there's 58. Going to be catching them up soon. I mean, I love them and all that, but it means I've got to go at their pace then instead of mine, which is a bit annoying. I might have a little rest somewhere. 46k done. This is School Brae. Goes between Kingston and Garmouth. I will not be acousting it up there. I will have my eco on as a wee treat. Right, that pap over there, that is Cullen bin. That's where we're going. The finish is just underneath that. And we've got about 34k to go. I think my range says I've got 41 or something. So, but that's me doing the old half battery, half note battery. So, we'll see. Be nice to get there with some to spare. If I remember correctly, the next hill will be Strathmean, coming out of Buckie, up on the golf course. And then down into Findochty. Hiya, thank you. That's 5 months now since we lost the viaduct. Ordinarily we'd be taking a left here and going across what is a beautiful piece of railway history and architecture in its own right. And it's gone. I did make a video about it. I'll put a link to it in the description. And see if I can get some more drone footage of it now. come and be in the video, right? So this is the coolest checkpoint ever, or the laziest checkpoint ever, because they've got it in the back garden.
You missed the rest of it. It was party town here earlier.
Yeah.
With the 80s music.
Got the tunes.
Yeah.
I'll get a copyright strike now. So what's your names?
Fiona, or Fee.
Fee.
She.
Fishy.
Mitch.
And Mitch. You don't rhyme.
Nah.
We've got Betty Ann.
Okay, hello.
And Peppa. Yep, Peppa here, the food guzzler.
And do we have any runners?
Bambi.
No runners.
She not. Oh, we run.
Yeah, we're all runners. But we're not
running today.
No.
No, okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever done this ultra before? Or?
Not this one. No. I've done the Dava twice.
All right.
Yeah.
How'd you get on?
First time was great. Second time, my legs seized up at 10 miles, but I still finished.
Good man. Good man, eh? Yeah, this little bit of single track into Mustard Look is kind of cool. And that checkpoint has the best location ever. This route takes us through the Baxter Soup Factory, where Fray Bentos pies are also made. They used to have a really great cafe and visitor centre here, but that's gone. Died during COVID, never came back. Congratulations, by the way. That, ladies and gentlemen, is what you call a blackening, where they get the groom and they just cover him in tar and feathers and all sorts of shite. And generally get pissed and then humiliate them around the town. But even more humiliating is this. How's about you now?
I ended up going for a walk in Cullen today, so I've seen Roberta on the way back, just at Port Gordon.
Alright, okay, she's that far already, is she?
Oh, well, she'd been away out to Findochty and back, Pete.
So we crossed the River Spey via the old road bridge. And I never filmed that, pretty as it is, because somebody was tooting me from the main road, and I thought it was with a race director or someone, but no, it was Roberta's husband Ian. Nice to see him though. Bit of support. Even sweepers need support, you know. The east bank of the Spey now. Hiya, you ready? And the first thing you notice when you get here is how cold it is. Not only is the sun going down a wee bit, but the north wind is blowing down the Spey. There's no shelter from it. It's a bit parky. Now, Speyside Way walkers, runners, cyclists or Vido viewers will know this section. I've shown it many times before. How's the Osmo Action 6 coping with this dappley mixed lighting? Does it look alright? Had to take a heart medication. In fact, I'm half an hour late taking it. So I've had another banana and granola bar that I got from the checkpoint at Lossiemouth. Starving though, starving. I could do with a chippy. Well, I had a chippy last night, so I'd better know. I suppose I'll get something at Buckbill maybe. Should have stopped in Fockerburs. Wait a minute. When did Haribo get in the jelly babies act? What's going on there? Are these for a joke? Looks a bit rude. Okay, thank you whoever laid these ones out with a smiley face and a love heart. It made me smile. The diversion, because the path used to be way over there and then the River Spey took it. Now the diversion's got its own proper surface, which is the best bit of the Spey Bay down, or Speyside Way down here. That's new. How long till the river takes this? And that's the end of that. Back to the lumpy bumpy stuff. Just seen a manny cycling along here with a 15-foot salmon rod off to go fishing. And he's also got a dog on a lead behind him. That's some bike skills. Fair play. After all that palaver, this is the other side of the viaduct. That's 10k. 10k detour. Such a shame. No beautiful sunset like the last time we came down here on the Spey Bay Ultra, because we're quite a lot earlier. Beautiful all the same. No chance of seeing Magnus down here. This is where the orcas come. Walruses are orca food. That's a big goujon, isn't it? Do runners like single track like this? Or is it a pain in the ass? Because for cyclists, or mountain bikers anyway, this is just manna. My tyre pressures are too hard because of the road work we're doing. I'm trying to conserve battery. Otherwise I'd have them down a bit and I'll just flatten that. Oh, we have a runner. I am a hunter and your time on the run is up. Only joking.
Are you Pete?
I'm Pete. Hi, how you doing?
I'm alright, just struggling with some blisters, but
Okay.
nothing I can do at the moment.
Okay, this is another one of the, well, it's the same railway, or ex-railway, disused railway line that crossed the Spey Viaduct. And this is Charlotte ahead. Charlotte has blisters. She's hobbling along. I don't think we're in any concern for time. I think she's got ages. Time about 5:45. Five and a quarter hours to get about 20 kilometres. No bother. I think that's something to do with they've laid from the Beatrice wind farms. They've laid a power cable to the place at Keith, the big transformer at Keith, and that comes under this section. So I think it's something to do with that. Touch for a power up. Port Gordon. Never seems to be much going on here. I tried chatting up a girl from Port Gordon in Joanna's in Elgin in the late 80s. She wasn't very impressed with me. What are these pink flowers? Don't know what they are, but they're beautiful. There's a heap of seaside bluebells here. And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but that means that this used to be a forested area. I think Charlotte's my favourite tail end Charlie ever. She doesn't run, but she plods about 5 miles an hour whenever I stop for a sign or to chat to someone. Like a lady just grabbed me to have a wee chat about the race and stuff. And Charlotte's gone, she's off. In the distance, out of sight. Oh, here she is now.
Look at the choice of food you've got. You're right. Is your blister burst? I don't know, but it stopped hurting quite as much.
So I'll show you all the nice bits of the coastline. So here's the warts and all, a bit of Buckie. We're just leaving Buckie, coming to Portessie, and then Strathleen. Strathleen's quite nice, and then we get to Findochty and all the nice bits again. Magnus has visited. Oh, hiya. Magnus has visited. Oh, bin. I'm going to stick my rubbish in there. Alright, for the third time, Magnus has visited Findochty, as well as Lossie and Hopeman, Fraserburgh. Great Yarmouth. Yeah, a long way from home. Welcome to the Pleasure Dome. I do believe I'm going to allow me a great big doner kebab pizza tonight after this. I think I've deserved that. Medic! That is what remains of a seal. Poor wee thing. Legs are getting shredded. Absolutely shredded along here. Oh. I do not like self-steering tyres on a bit like that. Turn the camera off and get finally a nice bit of single track through the goers without getting shredded and crying like a wee girl. Whoopah! Okay, here we go. That's the edge of Findochty. The runners go up that hill there. I'm going to go round, I think. Use my battery to get up there. Well, maybe, because it's gone red. Now this does tell me, if I put it in eco mode, I've got 17 kilometres left. But I don't trust it, so we'll just have to see what happens. We've got about 5k to go, I'd imagine. Findochty to Portnocky, and then Portnocky to Cullen. This is it. This is the only reason I brought an e-bike, is to get up this bastard hill. So I hope it doesn't let me down and I have to push. I'll make the rest of the way no bother even without a battery. But this hill is a bastard. Yeah, made it. Yeah, fancy new path as well. Nice. Aye, nae bad, eh? Nae bad. As Portnocky appears, we catch up with Charlotte. Okay. How are we doing, Charlotte? Excellent. Hey, I'm okay, yes, thank you. I think my battery might last just about. It's going to be close. So this is Portnocky.
Yes, I've been ticking them off.
Yeah, Portnocky.
After this is Cullen, isn't it?
Yes, yeah, we're not far to go now. You got Portnocky, and then you have Bowfiddle Rock on your left hand side, which is quite cool. Just as we're leaving, and then that's it, you're just down the cliffs and along the beach and you're there.
Amazing.
Well done. I don't blame you.
I will take photos, they'll come all the way.
You might as well. Hope you can see Bowfiddle. That's quite outstanding. Looks like a elephant's head trunk thing. I would put my drone up, but if I put my drone up now, A, it'll probably get attacked by all those seagulls that are on it, and B, I'll miss Charlotte finishing, so that's more important. I haven't ridden these steps in, must be 10 years now. Don't know if it's because I'm getting old or because I'm getting wise that it's not a clever thing to do after 80 kilometres when you're absolutely goosed. Plus, fat bike's got no suspension and the tyres too hard. I would have no fillings left. See Roberta tracks. Okay, not gonna lie, I'm pooped. Let's get it done. Hello!
Why was the mean machine?
Says I've got 5 kilometres left, but probably be at 0 when I get to the end. Oh, you want me to go through the middle? Oh, okay, I'll do that again then. Yes, well done, Charlotte.
Oh, amazing. Well done.
Whose idea was it to do a little detour around the rough part in front of Bowfiddle Rock?
Yes! I think it was, I'm not
when
going to
you've got a 27 kilogram e-bike and you're knackered and you've got to push it up a cliff face. It's not much fun.
Sorry. It's not, it feels like, remember the time we did the 100 mile?
Oh, I don't think you'll ever forget that.
Oh, I know, that was don't the raft sweep their feet on me like, hey.
That one is going to the grave.
But I bet the views are stunning for the runners. Maybe not for you.
I totally understand it. It was amazing.
I think
how you doing? Was it your idea?
I'm exhausted.
Are you?
Yes, I am.
What time did you get up this morning?
Just before 4.
Don't know how you do it, man. Don't know how you do it. We've never had the soup here before. Have you got a shop or something like that?
We've got a super snacktastic.
Where's that at?
Well, it's near a shop, we're mobile, so we're going in a van. But at the minute, like, we're just serving out the gazebo until we get our food truck sorted at the end of the year.
Is it here all the time, or is it?
No, it'll just be mobile for events.
Okay, magic, yeah.
So,
cool.
I mean, we might turn up here in the summertime, but it'll mainly just be doing sporting events.
Alright, cool. Man, Lentil bacon soup and bacon and egg sandwich. I am Hank Marvin, and this is going to go down that street, man. The Lentil bacon soup is awesome. Hi folks, thanks for watching my Vido right to the end. Just to prove that Kyle does actually have his soul sold to the devil, the Sunday after the event it absolutely pissed down and it was freezing cold. It would have been absolutely miserable to have been a marshal or one of the runners. So I don't know how he does it, but does it he does. So if you've got a wedding or you've got something else, just look for the day that Kyle Gregg has arranged a race and book it for then, because you will get good weather. Well done to Charlotte, well done to all the runners that completed the course, well done to anyone that even contemplates entering a race like that. And aye, the e-bike, if anyone is still interested, it had 2 kilometres left at the end of the race, and I wasn't very happy with it, but I've since programmed the eco rating on it to be less assistant, because it tried to push you up to 25 kilometres an hour all the time, so I was getting way too much assistance. So I've lowered that right down, and apparently I've got 143 kilometres on a full battery now. So I'm looking forward to testing that out and see how I get on. And I'll see you at the next one, which for me will probably be the Speyside Way Ultramarathon and the Dava Way Ultramarathon this year. Alright, see you later. Cheers, bye.